My screen is visible. Okay. So let me introduce myself. So I'm Chandrasekhar Patil. I have around 13 plus years of experience in IT, out of which around 9 plus years into ServiceNow development, design, implementation. I'm ServiceNow certified implementation specialist, certified developer, and administrator. I do have certification in ITL as well as Scrum Master. And I am appearing on the ServiceNow architect program as well. And from a quite lot of time, I'm also so in the ServiceNow uh, teachings and training. Okay, so there are who's can attend this course. Okay, basically, whosoever is wanted to prepare for a ServiceNow administrator exam, this course will be helpful for them. Anyone who wanted to get an understanding of ServiceNow platform, or wanted to do an administration on the platform, wanted to script into the ServiceNow platform, or they have a requirement to develop the custom applications, or someone who wanted to learn on the integrations. Okay, so for those, this course will be useful. Okay, the yeah, basically, even the users, administrator, developers, or whoever the interested to learn the service now, this will be helpful. Okay, what we will need for this course, if you have a general understanding of ITIL, then you will understand the processes. But this is again, not a mandatory. It's helpful. However, in the course, we will be covering overview of ITL. Okay, what we need next is a browser and a computer and an internet connection. That's it. Okay. Additionally, we would recommend you to register yourself with the developer.servicenow.com so that you will get your personal development instance. Okay, so this is where you will able to practice what you will be learned during the class, or even beyond the class. If you are working in the organization and you wanted to try something, you can try something out, then you can always use this personal development distance and try the things out there. Okay, so we will there will be some of the resources that will be very useful while this course and beyond as well, like this developer.servicenow.com. Okay, wherein you can basically register yourself and then get the personal development instance, which will be looking like this. Okay, also this will give you an information about the API that we'll be learning in the development course. Okay, it's a very useful site. Again, the important site is the okay, docs.servicenow.com, where you will get the information about ServiceNow's products, different products. Okay, for example, you wanted to see what product offering for ITSM, then you can go through this. Or if you wanted to look for a particular component, let's say business rule, so you will find all those information here in the product documentation, docs.servicenow.com. Okay, and the third important site is community. Okay, ServiceNow community. Okay, you can go to this ServiceNow community, and if you have a question, specific question that you didn't able to find the answer in either docs, ServiceNow docs, or in this developer.servicenow.com, you can go here and add your query or question, and it's like this. You will add your question and someone from the community would be able to answer you. Okay, so three important resources that will be helpful for you during the course or beyond the course as well. Okay, so we will, go through them, and we will again see, how you can register yourself with the service now and get, your own personal development instance later. Or I will just show you here. So here, in this developer.servicenow.com, you have this, guides, and then here is the guide, personal developer instance. If you go here, you will see, information about getting personal development instance, okay, obtaining PDI. Okay, so this will tell you every step to obtain your personal development instance. Okay, okay. So we will learn during the course, what is the service now. Okay, so basically it's cloud-based application, which is software as a service as well as platform as a service. That means we do not need to install anything, or we do not need to take care of any hardware piece. Okay, everything, hardware, application server, network, okay, uh, load balancer, everything will be hosted into the ServiceNow database or ServiceNow data center only data. And then through the internet, you will be using the ServiceNow instance. Nothing you need to be installed on your machine. Okay, you will get when you subscribe, or your organization subscribe with the ServiceNow, you will get a URL, and through the URL you will able to access the ServiceNow, and everything, the maintenance, upgrades, everything will be done by the ServiceNow on their data centers, which will have obviously load balancer, application server, database server, network, and everything. Okay, again, it is a platform as a service. What that means, even when you wanted to make the changes to the service now, okay, you don't need to use any other ID, okay, or any other application development environment. Everything you can do into the service now. In the service now itself, you can write the scripts, you can do the configuration, everything in the one single platform. So that's why it is also called as platform as a service. Okay, so we'll be learning that in our real sessions. And then this is the ecosystem that ServiceNow has. This is a list of the product offerings that ServiceNow has, but this is not a complete list. This is just a small list. Okay, if you wanted to learn what is the ServiceNow's current offering or the products, you can go to ServiceNow site, and then you will be able to find ServiceNow products. So this is list of few of the ServiceNow products, and during the course we will be touching on this ITSM only. We will not touch the others, but we will be learning the configuration and scripting that will be across the platform. Okay, releases. So every 6 or 8 months, ServiceNow do launch a new release. Okay, so we will be learning on the Tokyo release. Okay, which is quite recent one. Though ServiceNow has very recently, I think in this month or the previous month, has launched a new release. But most of the organizations, at this moment will be on the Tokyo or the San Diego. Okay, so we will be learning on the Tokyo. Okay, our instance will be Tokyo, and we will be learning our course in the Tokyo release. Okay. So this course will have two sections, or two parts. Okay, one is the administration, okay, and second is the development. Okay, so in the administrations, these are the things we will be learning. Okay, we'll see the ServiceNow overview, we'll see configuring list forms, UI, we'll see the customization, creating tables, fields, user administration. We'll see what are the ServiceNow core applications, and then we'll see how you can administer your system, and then we'll do a small mini we'll do a mini project. Okay. Okay, so in the section 1, what we will be covering, we will learn ServiceNow basics. We'll see how you can obtain your personal development instance. We go through the resources that will be helpful for you. We'll discuss the environment and the user instance. Okay, So we'll discuss, development, testing, and production environment. Okay, and we'll discuss different ServiceNow user interface like portal, classic view, mobile. Okay, so we'll just give overview. Okay, in the section 2 of administration part, we will be learning on list and form configuration. There we will understanding the records, what the records and tables means, and the key concepts in the records. We learn how you can configure and personalize the form and list layout. We will learn how you can build the filters and do the search within the service now. Okay, we'll see the condition builder. We'll go through the context menu. Okay, and then we'll see how you can modify the list and form layout. Okay, so this will cover on the section 2. In the section 3 of administration part, we will be looking into the ServiceNow customizations options. We'll see where you wanted to, okay, where you wanted to customize, and where the things that you can use the configurations. Okay, so we'll see the difference between the server side and client side components. We'll go through these components like UI policy, UI action, business rule, client script, data policy script include. We'll see how you can migrate the things from one environment to another environment using the update sets. Okay, and then we'll see how you, if you wanted to install the plugins into the service now or get a new plugins, how you can get them. Okay, in section 4, we will be learning on the tables. We will see different field types into the service now. We'll have those tables and fields created so that we'll get understanding of different field types. We'll see how, when you wanted to see the entire data structure or the table structure of a table, then how you can use the schema map to have a single view of the tables, their fields and the attributes. We'll see how you can maintain the tables and create the applications in the section 4. In section 5, we will be learning about the user administration, where we will see how the users and groups are created into the service now. We'll see the what are different roles, these access control, which will help us to understand how you can build security into the service now. And then we'll touch upon the concepts like LDAP, SSO, and path impersonation. Okay, so this will be basically used for a user data population and authentication. So we'll see how you can populate the data from your organization's Active Directory using the LDAP into the service now, and how you can keep those records updated. We will learn how you can configure the service now so that it will be linked with your organization's single sign-on, so that a user once login into your company's laptop or your company's main portal, how they will be get authenticated and log into the service now as well. So we learn those concepts in this section. And we will learn when you wanted to do a testing, how you can use this impersonation option so that you don't need to know the username and credential of the different test users. Okay, and in the section 6, we will cover the core ServiceNow applications, basically the ITIL or IT service management application. So we'll learn the incident management, SLAs, problem management, change management, CMDB, discovery. Okay, so we'll be just touching on these components. Service catalog management, we will see how you can create the catalog record producers so that you can have them added on the portal and the users can be self-service using them. We will be learning the knowledge management. Okay, we'll just see how the service portal look like in the section 6. Okay. In the section 7, we will be learning about some basic configurations which will be useful when you set up your instance. Okay, that's such as branding, logos, how you can update them, and some system properties. We will see how you can create a dashboard and the reports that you wanted to be shared with the others, maybe your managers or leaders who wanted to get the 360-degree view of the things going on. So you can create the reports and dashboard and share with them. So we'll see, we'll get a glimpse of mobile application, okay, upgrades, and if you wanted to get a support from the service, now how you can get. Okay, we'll learn, how you can configure the notifications into the service now. We will see the workflows, how you want it, how you can import the data from the other system into the service now. We'll see the reporting in the section 7. Okay. And in the last section of the administration part, we will do some, mini project where we will, try to implement the things that we have learned in the administration section. Okay. So this we will be covering into the ServiceNow administration part. Okay. So before I go to the development part, please do let me know if you have any questions so far.
Fine.
Okay. Okay. No questions. I will, continue with the development section, and then I will have Q&A at the end. Okay. So in the development section, that is the part 2, what we will be learning. Okay. So we will see the ServiceNow overview. I mean, yeah, we will learn the again. We'll get refresh about tables and field. We'll see, where you should, where you should, script, and where you should use the configuration. Okay, because it's always recommended for a developer or an administrator to do this due diligence, okay, and wherever possible use the configurations things instead of the scripting. So we will learn few basics to understand where you should script, or you should go with the configuration. Okay, we'll see in more detail if different scripting location. This we will be few of the things we will touch in the administration part as well. But in the administration part, we will be seeing them from a configuration standpoint. Here we will, learn those components again with the scripting options. Okay. So we'll go through, this component business with client script, UI policy, UI actions. We will learn what's the script include if you wanted to, store or reusable components which you can use, from other different components whenever you want, and at how much time, any number of times you want. Okay. So we'll learn, if you wanted to schedule some script executions, then how you can schedule them using a schedule job. We'll see the workflows, how you can, create a workflow so that you can build a process behind your, applications. Okay. So how you can, have the approvals, how you can, have the task created for the different teams to work upon. So we will see them into the workflow section, and then we'll have an introduction to the APIs. Okay. And then we'll start with the these APIs in detail. Okay, so we will touch on the glide record API. We'll see the concept like dot walking. Okay, so we'll see the different methods into the API. Okay, so we'll see how you can create the glide record API, use the different method of the APIs, and we'll see how using the glide record API you can create a record in you can write a script to create a record in any table, or update the record, or get the information from the table, or delete the records in the table using the glide record API. Okay. In the section 4, we will be learning the glide system API. where we will see the different method of the glide system APIs, which you can use to get the information about the system or to get the information about the users. Okay, so we will learn different methods of glide system API, which will be helpful for you to get the information about the login user or get some system information. And there are lots of methods that you can use with the client system API. So that we will go through in the section 4 of development part. In the section 5, we will be learning some of the APIs which you can use on the client side or which you can call from the client side. Okay, so we will be learning the glide form and glide user API. Both will be used in the client side, okay, on the form. Okay, so we will see how you can get the or get the data from the fields on the form, how you can set the data into the fields, how you can get the user information in the client side components. Okay, so that we will see in the section 4, where we will be learning the different methods of the glide form and glide user API. Okay, and in the section 6, glide ajax, what we will be doing, we'll see how you can use the glide ajax API so that you will be able to call the server side script from a client side. So there are the scenarios where you need to get the access or call the you know uh, server side components or server side script into the client side. So this will be possible using the glider jack. So that we will be learning in the section 6. Okay. And in the section 7, we will be learning, some of the best practices that you can use while scripting into the service now, or in general, we'll see, what are the some of the best practices. We'll see, how you can debug the things into the service now. Okay, and then we'll see, some of the tips and helps that are available to you while you are working into the service now. And in the section 8, we will be learn the basics of integrations. We'll see, how we will understand the integration flow. We'll understand, the REST APIs. Okay, we'll understand what are the components or building blocks needed when when you wanted to integrate the two systems, like endpoints, method, authentications, content type, that we will be go through in the integration section. So we will use we will have two system, like two instance integrated for a demo purpose, and then we will be use a postman to test some of the integration. Okay, so this we will be doing in the section 8. Okay, and in section 9, we will be working on a project where you will be creating, or we will be creating any project. This is just given name. Okay, so where we will be applying the learning that we learned during the course. All right, and in the last sections, we will we will try to resolve if you have any queries, or if you wanted to go for a ServiceNow certification, then we can provide some information on that. We will share some of the sample questions to you, and if you need some help on the SMIC preparations, then we can have a small session on that as well. Okay, all right, I think that's it. That's it, for this course and the content within the course. Now I'm open to you your questions if you have, about the content, about the course, or any, questions related to it.
Hi Chandrasekhar, this is Agnish. I
Yeah.
have few queries. So my first question is, what is scripting and or what language we need to learn? That is,
Okay. So, so in the service now, okay, service now is now going to, kind of low code environment. So 80% of the things in the service now will be done using some configurations which does not require the coding or scripting knowledge. However, there will be still, 20%, things that you need the scripting knowledge. Okay, and if you have a prior knowledge on the JavaScript or Java or any language for that matter, that will be really helpful. Okay, but what ServiceNow has does in the back end, ServiceNow has, the Java. Okay, but you don't need to write any Java code or JavaScript directly into the ServiceNow. Okay, so ServiceNow do have, their APIs, like, we saw glide record, glide system. So you need to, learn that APIs. Okay, so that would be enough. And if you have, knowledge, prior knowledge in JavaScript or Java, that is an, a value add.
no, mainly I am from the electronics background, so I don't have any knowledge on the any of the coding language. That was
Okay.
I was. Second thing I want to understand: are we going to configure the domain configuration? Means domain separation environment, how it's work, how to use the.
Now that we will not be covering as part of this course.
Okay.
Mainly, our focus will be, on administration, okay, and the development. So domain separation is a kind of, different, product type of things, which, have the, I mean, which helps, organizations to, separate themselves within different department, or separate, uh, or, even two different companies can use the same instance using the domain separation. But that's something, we will be not touching as part of this course. Yeah.
No, that would not be the part of this course, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So if nothing is there, can I drop or is there something else?
I think, yeah. That's it. So yeah, we can drop it. Thank you for your time. Have a good rest of
Thank
the day.
you. Same to you, Chandra.
Hello, Chandrasekhar sir.
Okay.
Sir, this is Akshay. So I just wanted to know, I come from an administration background. I have done my graduation in commerce. So will it be beneficial for me during this course? And what are the uh, job opportunities I'll get after this course?
There is, uh, did you decided in the, which path you wanted to learn? So service now, there will be, when you wanted to start with the service now, there are the, I think, four roles that you can go with. Okay, so if
Okay.
you have, uh, scripting knowledge or scripting background, okay, then the developers, you can go as a developer. You will learn the service now, and then you can go as a developer if you have a prior scripting knowledge. Okay, if you don't have a prior scripting knowledge, you will be able to get it, but it will take some time. So in that case, you will have three different, three more options. Okay, you will be working in the service now as a administrator. Okay, which doesn't require, you know uh, scripting knowledge. Okay, you will learn, how to configure the things, and that will be, sufficient for the ServiceNow administrator role. Second opportunity you will have in the ServiceNow is a business analyst. Okay, where you will be knowing, what is the platform and what are the capabilities of the platform, what things you can do in the ServiceNow, and what things possibly not possible into the service now, so that you can, whenever you are working with the customers, you
Mm,
know these things, know what's the possibilities and what are not possibilities, so that you can check the feasibility of the customer requirement. Plus, throughout this course, we will be touching on one of the ITSM product, or one of the ServiceNow product, which is ITSM. Okay, so you will be have prior understanding of ITSM. Okay, if you wanted to, go for, other processes, you can, always learn. But one thing you will be, one thing that, any BA will need the understanding of the platform if he's a ServiceNow BA. So, without even, scripting knowledge, you can go as a BA. Okay, and third one would be, tester. If you have some, like, it doesn't also require some, prior testing knowledge, but if you wanted to go, you can, have some, testing understanding. And once you know the platform, you would be able to run the test cases into the ServiceNow platform automatically, using some automation tools, or using, maybe manual testing. So initially,
mm.
these four roles will be open for you in the ServiceNow.
So not having any language, knowledge of any language, so I can be a part of the administration team.
Administration, BA, or testing.
Okay.
If no question, then we'll end this call here. And if you
Yeah.
have still any questions, you can, reach out to the coordinators and they will be able to help you answer your
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for your time. Have a good rest of the day. Bye.